This is going to be an overview of connecting the GPS SIM cable to Microsoft FSX simulator. What you're going to need to do is install the add-on, which is the FS UIPC plugin. And then once the plugin's installed, you're going to go over to the autosave GPS out, select the COM port that you're utilizing, that you connected the GPS SIM cable to, and in this instance it's COM3. Port speed you're going to set to 4800 and interval 2000, and you can place check marks on RMA, RMC, CGA, GSA, and GSV, and the program Z. And you'll make one configuration change to the INI file in the modules directory to enable the correct mode for the GPS SIM cable, which is in the documentation. Then you hit OK. And then once that's established, it'll communicate to the iPad. And here we're utilizing Garmin Pilot, and we're positioned correctly at Shelby County Airport in North Carolina, and this is the Garmin Pilot application. And what we're going to do is we're going to take off out of Shelby in the Mooney in FSX and head over to Alpha Kilo Hotel, and we're going to demonstrate GPS 3 approach into Alpha Kilo Hotel using Microsoft Flight Simulator and the GPS SIM cable. Okay, you can see we took off out of Shelby County and Microsoft FSX Mooney, and you can see here that we're tracking Magenta inbound to Alpha Kilo Hotel, Gastonia, North Carolina, and we're utilizing the Garmin Pilot application on the iPad. GPS altitude 4,456, tracking inbound, correct heading, and you can see here our airspeed, our HSI, distance to the station, our ETA, and the time that we'll be arriving. There's our altitude, and you see we're in a climb. So we'll be intercepting that course, and then I'll program the GPS approach, runway 3 into Gastonia. Okay, we programmed the GPS 3 approach into Gastonia, and we're doing the SIDAR transition. And you can see here on the iPad Garmin Pilot application, we're deviating off course to the approach. And what we'll do here is we'll program the split screen chart on the approach plate, and you can see how this functionality on a Garmin Pilot is pretty nice. So now we have a georeferenced approach chart using Microsoft Flight Simulator FSX, and we are headed to the SIDAR transition for the GPS 3 approach into Gastonia. And you can see here, I'll zoom out, how nicely it georeferences both the low altitude en route and the GPS approach chart. So we'll do the transition at SIDAR, and then we'll go inbound to the approach course. And this is utilizing Microsoft's Simulated 530. You can see the course reversal there. And we're in a Mooney. See that right there. You can see that we're at the inbound course to SIDAR, to Gastonia, North Carolina, Alpha Kilo Hotel. And we're flying a Mooney in Microsoft FSX. And you can see over here on Garmin Pilot, we're georeferenced correctly. Inbound course to SIDAR transition. Initial course fix. And then we'll track inbound. Okay, we're doing the course reversal on SIDAR into Alpha Kilo Hotel. You can see weather outside on Microsoft FSX. It's stormy. And you can see here on the chart we have on the approach plate georeferenced, doing a little circle track there. You can see on Microsoft has it in their 530, our course reversal at that intersection. And you can see it on a sectional chart where we're at. And then of course we'll track inbound and about 3,000, and then descend to 2,400, and our LPV minimums decision height be 1,118. Okay, course reversal is completed. That's SIDAR transition. And turning inbound on the final course. And you can see that also on the georeferenced approach plate. Headed back over to SIDAR. And over at the low in route chart. Okay, we're inbound now. It's headed to ACLAC. And we start our descent to 2,400. You can see it referenced properly. Our decision height is 1,118 on the LPV. Move this over for you. Yep, LPV. And tracking nicely. There's our section chart. Let's see if we can break out and see the airport at decision height. Okay, checklist is complete. We're on our descent just past ACLAC intersection on the GPS 3 approach, and you can see the beacon in the distance on the runway. And we're in a descent 500 feet a minute, and we got about another 400 feet to go to minimums. It looks like we already see the airport, so it shouldn't be a problem. And tracking inbound on the Microsoft 530 and on the Garmin Pilot iPad application. Let's see, we're georeferenced correctly. And be landing shortly. Okay, we successfully landed at Gastonia, Alpha Kilo Hotel. Just completed the GPS 3 approach into the airport, and we are on the runway, as you can see, and we're referenced correctly also on the geo-reference charts. Also, if this airport had Safe Taxi chart, it would geo-reference on the Safe Taxi airport chart, information chart. So, but Gastonia is not on the Safe Taxi chart list. So, there you go. The same configuration would be for Prepare 3D, Lockheed's version of Microsoft Flight Simulator. So the same setup, using the same plugin, and that's it. Enjoy. Have safe flight, and hope you enjoy the use of the GPS SIM cable.